What's up, fam? It's Peyton here, and I know it's already late here in San Diego, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of go over my initial thoughts because I'm just like wired right now, and I want to kind of get my ideas out there, and just want to make sure I'm live real quick. So I'm going to go on to, all right, I am, and I'm mostly going to be just monitoring the YouTube chat. So if you are wanting to get in touch with me, probably there is where you're going to see me at. So, okay. The title of this live stream is like, what are NFTs? And there is like a space within like NFTs and the crypto space that I'm very bullish on and actually looking into quite extensively. And so first I want to kind of explain why I'm bullish on cryptos, what is NFTs, and where I feel like the space is going to benefit the most in it using those two type of worlds. So cryptocurrency is huge, right? So there's Bitcoin, Ethereum, other specific tokens and currencies. And why I'm super bullish on crypto is because, first of all, like the SEC now is trying to regulate it. A lot of people think that's like a bear case, but I think it's actually a bull case for the reason that the United States wants a piece of the pie. If you think about it in terms of regulating a space, they want to make sure that it's a little bit more transparent so they can actually tax it, which means that longevity wise, I don't think the United States is going to want to ban it entirely, which you see like in China and India and like a lot of other places like that. So what I think in terms of like cryptos is I'm bullish on the long run. There's going to be a lot of bumpy tracks or it's going to be a bumpy road, bumpy roads as it progresses through like reaching all-time highs, and as it gets a lot more valuation in terms of market cap into like the trillions of dollars, it becomes a little bit of an issue there, but we're not at that stage yet. We might be, but we'll see. Number two is the big phase of like NFTs, which a lot of people ask me like, what are NFTs? They're non-fungible tokens, and I'm actually in the process of curating a course on NFTs on BingeLearn. So for people that don't know this, sorry, this is just my site that I'm using for understanding and learning and curating. So this is a site that I own. It's bingelearn.com. And what I do is I curate content around the internet and put it in one central location. What we're trying to do here is build a platform in which people can build like small little courses to be able to kind of like filter out all the noise that's around the internet. Because if you go on YouTube or anything like that, it will just show you like what NFTs to buy, not so much like what NFTs are and how to invest in them properly. So that's like kind of what I'm trying to do and what me and my brother are trying to do. So it's a LLC that we created together, and it's something that we're going to be working on for the foreseeable future. So if you don't know about BingeLearn, that's what I do. It's the CEO of, and I just have a variety of things that I'm interested in. So how to conversate with people, stock market basics, what is a blockchain? If you're new to the crypto space, I recommend starting here. Explains like blockchain, hash function encryption, and technology behind blockchain, and like the fundamentals of like what things can be built on the blockchain. It's really cool. So that is it. Sorry that I'm pitching my own stuff, but I really believe in the company, obviously. And so the next thing that I want to kind of talk about is non-fungible tokens like NFTs. And NFTs or non-fungible tokens can be a little bit confusing when it comes to the person that like is looking outside in. So the easiest way to describe a NFT is a deed. So when it comes to like a deed or like a pink slip for your car, so there are ways in which that like you can verify that you actually have ownership of a car, right? Like you have your pink slip, your license or registration. That registration has that you're the owner of that car, making sure that you're not like stolen or anything like that. So when it comes to non-fungible tokens, just think of it just like that. It's like a deed to be able to have ownership over something. And a lot of people don't understand that, like, well, I don't get the art thing. You know, why are people buying avatars or artwork for NFTs? Well, the reason why, there's a lot of reasons why people do that in the first place, mostly for social status. But that's kind of like where it starts. Like NFTs, when it comes to starting like art or like changing your avatar into like apes or laser beams or whatever type of NFTs, or just like digital art, you actually own that art, which is cool. But at the same time, I think NFTs are so much bigger than that. And so let me explain a little bit more into that. NFTs can be anything that you want that claims that ownership. That's a little confusing. So how should I explain it? When you own an NFT, that is yours, and you can use that NFT to do a whole bunch of things. So for example, if you sold an NFT for a specific picture on OpenSea, which is a exchange for crypto for NFTs, if you get that and you buy like a specific card or specific artwork, there can be actual traits attached to that card or whatever you bought, and you can be able to use that to like get access to things that other people won't. So for example, let's say that I had a NFT and I minted it, which means that I printed it and to be able to distribute to people, and people buy it off of me. That NFT, no matter if it's a JPEG or a video or whatever I make, if you show verification that you have that NFT, that's what the blockchain is for, you can show that you have verification and ownership of that, and I'll give you access to like a Discord chat or a one-on-one chat with me or whatever for like the year. So there's other ways to use NFTs. I'm not doing a very good job explaining it right now, but you can use NFTs in a variety of ways. Doesn't just stop at art. That is like a way to be able to get a lot more access to things. So when it comes to a specific section of the market that I think is going to take off when it comes to NFTs and cryptos is the video game space. The video game space is actually perfect for NFTs. And the reason why is that people, when it comes to gaming, just love to like collect and love to do things and to have certain skins, have certain weapons. If you think about Fortnite and the revenues in which that it produces, or Call of Duty or anything like that, a lot of the games now can be opened up to play to earn. So people can actually play video games like farm or mine or get like specific drops on items and then actually pick that up, sell it as an NFT to another person, and they can actually make real world money off of that. It might sound crazy to people that don't know what video games are or have no clue like what that world even means, but it opens up a whole nother revenue stream for companies, as well as a whole nother type of jobs are being created in this day and age, like right in front of us. And it's kind of crazy, you know? And a lot of people like hate it and think that like, hey, you know, video games shouldn't be like this, video games are a bad thing and everything like that. But for me, I have two ways. Yes, in some cases it is a bad thing because like you don't get to enjoy like the outside world and enjoy like what God has created, but like also at the same time too is like you have an opportunity to create jobs for people that have value. And I know that's weird for a lot of people to wrap their head around, but like why are you going to stunt growth for like possibly people to make money in this specific area? And so I don't know, I think it's cool, and in this age that we live in, that this is kind of like our future. And so I'm going to kind of like pivot a little bit, not pivot the channel or anything like that, but I will discuss a little bit more about that stuff as I'm more interested in it. I'm still going to be covering over like stock fundamentals and stock market basics for people that understand in valuation, because a lot of actually the valuation that you do for stocks will carry over to the valuations when it comes to investing in cryptocurrencies and the like NFT market and cryptos. I'm not like really big into like buying like other cryptos other than like pretty much Bitcoin and ETH, but I will like invest into like games and video game companies if I see it warranted, and the way to do that is to buy their tokens. And so I don't know, I'm super excited about it, and sorry for butchering NFTs. If you do want to know more about NFTs, I am going to be creating a course next week on it. And it just goes over like the basics of NFTs and what the actual use cases are, because there's a lot more just use cases than just visual art. It can be used to be able to do, to show membership to like a specific private group. It could be used as like a key to enter into like a specific apartment complex. It can be used for a lot of things. And so it's just the beginning. I think that's what's crazy, is like all the use cases for cryptocurrencies and what apps can be built on cryptocurrencies is kind of crazy to me. But yeah, hopefully this was cool to somebody out there. And that's it. I need to go to sleep. But I'll be talking more about this a lot. And as always, love you guys. Oh, I will be dropping the video tomorrow. We're going over chapter 4 of One Up on Wall Street for, chapter 4, the mirror test. Should be cool. Should be lit. Should be dropping tomorrow at 6 a.m. PST. I'm still trying to figure out the times in which I should launch a video. I don't know. No clue. Still learning all this stuff, but love you guys.